Alright, what's up, weirdos? And the topic for today, to me, is hating horrorcore. Like, because I feel like I need to understand what's going on. Like me, I didn't get into horrorcore until like 2008. Like, I didn't even know who ICP was until 2008. And that was even after I knew what horrorcore was. Because, like, the first person I even listened to was, like, Evil Pimp, the Crucifix Clan. Like, I haven't even listened to 3 6 Mafia shit. Like, I heard Evil Pimp and the Crucifix Clan first. Then I heard Doja Demon and like Val Till, and like that's how it all started. And like this dude named Crucified. But I didn't even start like I started rapping, like doing horrorcore because I liked the style. Like it was also similar to like my style a little bit. Till like 2 years later, like 2 years after that, and I started rapping like for a while. But then I started getting back into it like 2012. Like I stopped because of some dumb shit that happened. But anyway, what's confusing me is like the hate that people have for each other in the horrorcore. Like the artists in the underground are like ganging up on each other, and I don't understand why. Like it's because to me it's like I thought in the underground we were supposed to be like united and together and against the mainstream motherfuckers. That's what I thought it was supposed to be like. But like I'm seeing dudes just beefing, and like some of them ain't even beefing. They just say like they hate this person. Like they would never do anything with this person. Like they're like, and they're seriously trying to avoid each other at all costs, but they like still like talk like all this shit about each other online and shit, which seems kind of bitchy at the same time. But I mean, cause me, I'm not gonna lie, like for me, I did have like an issue with DJ Fire. I mean, I still have this issue with DJ Fire, but me and him had an actual like issue. Like there was something that happened between us, like with him and the Evil Pimp, J Black, Brothers Grimm, Till I Die Disciples. I mean, people who went after DJ Fire, like everybody had like an actual reason for being after him. Cause even me, like I have a reason for being after him. I mean, like I wrote a disc, but like I never like recorded it and shit. But like motherfuckers that just seem like they never even met. Like I know there's people that don't like SKR because of the Psycho Sam bullshit, which is kind of unrelated, but fuck Psycho Sam. And you know, I see people who like, I was looking online the other day and I saw how like LSP signed Class and shit, and people were like, well, they suck anyway. It's not like I'm even paying attention to that lineup, and I'm just like, fuck you talking about? Like, Smalls One is actually pretty good. I mean, she kills shit. She's pretty good. Like that song 357 Serenade with Class, like, that's a good ass song. And what's it? Scum, yeah, Scum's pretty good. And they just signed this dude named Static, cause who also has his own label. It was Static Entertainment, but I don't know if he changed the name of it. Cause and I heard of him at during the Grim Zipper tour. Like when I went to the show at the Pegasus Lounge in Tampa, you know, it was like Static, his dude Alphamatic, you had Scum, Insane Poetry, Big Rella, some other people. But like there was like the dude Big Rella. Like I actually ended up adding some of these people on Facebook and shit after that show, and I see on Big Rella's like page like there's shit that he posts about like other people, and I'm just like, okay. Like I mean, I guess that's what how you feel. But then again, like I saw like more and more of it as like more of these people started flooding in, and they were like adding me, and I was like adding them. Like there's one guy whose name I can't even remember. It was a weird ass name. Some dude who wears a mask. But like I was listening to his shit. I mean, it was alright, but it wasn't like amazing. But there's like dudes that's dissing him, but then there's dudes defending him like he's also like really great and shit, and dissing like other people. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? There's like this shit with Low Key. Like I don't know who had to be for Low Key. Like I don't really listen to Low Key like other people do, but because I don't really like his style. But like I don't like Mars much either. But I mean, but anyway, it's like just this random ass shit. Like I just said, the dude who wears a mask. Like there's people like saying dissing horrorcore artists now because they wear masks, and I'm just like, what's wrong with them wearing masks? Like, is that really an issue for you right now? Like, for them to wear a mask, you're saying that's wrong? And it's almost like the people dissing juggalos for wearing, like, face paint and shit. But then, there's that, like, I don't have a problem with, like, ICP. I mean, I think they're good, but I don't think horrorcore when I think of them. Like, the point I'm trying to get to right now is, this one dude in my area. This dude, his, I can't even say his name because he's, like, a big violator of this shit. But he's a tunnel runner. Like, he was on the Tunnel Runners mixtape. Which, you know, like, even though he lives in my area, I had actually never even heard of him. I never have. But then again, like I said, I didn't even hear about horrorcore until, like, 2008. And, he was even, like, all over Fago Lovers at one point. Like, all over, like, Tampa Bay. Like, they was like, oh, this dude he's getting it in, like down south. He's like doing it big. And at some point he starts dissing juggalos. And like I didn't even know who he was until this dude who wasn't doing horrorcore like dissed him in one song, like in his new mixtape from like 2 years ago. And I was like, I gotta see who this dude is talking about. Because in the song he says Swagger Jack and ICP, but dissing the juggalos, taking Jayden sloppy seconds, you kissing that ugly hoe. And I was just like, who's this dude fucking talking about? Because how you gon' diss juggalos, but then your fans be juggalos? So I looked the dude up and I realized his fans, a majority are juggalos. And then it's like, how the fuck do you diss them though? Like, that's some weird shit. Then there's like his girl. Like, I listen to his girl too. Like, I really listen to his girl. I don't really listen to him because I've never heard one song by the dude, but other people have. His girl, I really listen to her because I got back into her back in like 2009. And some people probably know who I'm talking about right now just from me saying this shit. I mean, I don't know about y'all on the Weirdo Show know who I'm talking about, but she was signed to B&G. She signed to B&G, and from like her, she has like Twisted tattoos and like the Jekyll Brothers tattoos and on her and shit. But the most recent that I've talked to, like some of them, they was like they don't try to associate themselves with juggalos, which I find weird because it's like you got tattoos. Like, I'm not saying that you trying to make yourself famous using ICP, like Twisted and like Psychopathic Records shit, but I'm just saying like you can't just disavow your whole fan base as juggalos. Like when more than half of them, like most of them are most likely juggalos. So that's what was weird with me. Like it's like I just see this like all the time, like online. I'm seeing more and more of it, and I'm just baffled at the moment. Like, what is going on down in horrorcore where like the people in the underground are dissing each other? Like, what the hell exactly is this shit? Because to me, it's kind of weird. Like, I mean, because I know there was like dudes like Gangsta Pat and T-Rock who had problems with 3-6 Mafia, but now like 3-6 Mafia has like issues with some people, but like that was because of what they did. There's like a reason behind it. The people I'm talking to and people I'm seeing online aren't having a reason for why they're beefing at all, or like why they don't like this certain person. They'll just say like some shit. Like, I mean, now I'm not gonna lie, I think Razakel, like the people who are like starting to, when I started to, who have always said they didn't like her, like, I mean, she was good when she started, but I'm not gonna lie, now she kind of sounds like a horrorcore Nicki Minaj. Like, her shit does sound kind of lame. But it's just like people like straight up saying like, oh, fuck Razakel, like I've always hated Razakel, or like Satanic and shit, or like, you know, just all this shit, and it's confusing me. I mean, can somebody answer this question for me? Like, where is all this coming from? Or like, has it always been there, or has it just been something recent, like the hate for Metallica or something? Maybe F-Stop knows. So you know what? 2 fat chicks. I'm out.